Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 26th. This week, we are going to jump right in here. You have this Angels card. It says Angels are watching. There's nothing to worry about. Your angels are watching over you. You have this Cosmic Hatching card. It says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Be patient. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So you have the Five of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Cups. This looks like needing to let go of, obviously some sort of burden in your life or something that has been weighing you down in your life, with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, obviously. Even the Five of Cups, it's like if we follow this in the, if we read tarot the right way, which is going in order, right? Like down the row in this spread, it's kind of like there was some sort of ending. The Ten of Wands would say that it was a burden, and the Five of Cups is saying that you still haven't found happiness, or you still haven't, found fulfillment in something after a burdening situation. So it's kind of like saying, I wouldn't really say that you're stuck in a burden, but what I would say is that, there could be some ways for you to improve your situation just in general, and I kind of feel like that's what this reading is saying. The Five of Swords would be something that maybe you walked away from or that you've taken a step away from. It's something where, it's kind of like a hollow victory is what the Five of Swords really represents. And I kind of feel that for some of you, where it's kind of like, it's like maybe you did walk away the winner in a situation, but I also feel that this was a hollow victory. It's like sometimes, again, we walk away from a relationship, and in one way we are winning because maybe we have gotten rid of a person that really wasn't doing us any favors, but on the other hand, we're still alone, or whatever the case may be. And that's what I mean by hollow victory with the Five of Swords. You have the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is still being burdened. I'm just hearing still burdens. Those are the words that are popping into my head here. With the Ten of Wands. So, you have that cosmic egg hatching, which says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So it's like maybe you thought that having a victory over something or removing yourself from a situation was going to bring blessings into your life. But also, it's like after, it's like nothing changed. It's like sometimes I think we make a change. And that's really what this feels like to me, is it's like sometimes I think we make a change and we think we're going to feel different, but we don't. It's like, the best example I can give you is years ago when I moved to Seattle. It's like I thought it was going to be so different, right? I thought I was going to feel different. I thought it was going to motivate me and all this other stuff. But really none of that happened, right? Everything was pretty much the same. And, that's kind of the feeling I get here. But again, this could be anything. So take it how it resonates. Maybe you walked away from a job and you thought you would find something better, but it's the same old story. Maybe same thing with love. It's you walked away from love, but you weren't feeling any better. It's a pretty simple first row. And you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups says things could be better. Five of Cups says he could easily turn around and see what he does have, and then he would get this bridge and this castle over here. So I do feel for a lot of you that it is time to kind of turn around. It is time to see what is behind you, or really kind of what's in front of you. That castle is in front of him. The problem with the Five of Cups is he's looking down at those Five Cups. He's not looking at the castle. But even when he does look at the castle, he sees the water in front of him, so he needs to turn around to see that bridge. So I think it's time for you to kind of realize that you are not stuck in a situation, or that you can change your situation. There's no doubt about it that something in your past, I feel, has made you feel like you're never going to have what you want, but that Cosmic Egg Hatching card is kind of saying you're going to get what you want. With the Five of Swords, definitely could have been love, or a love-like situation. So pretty simple. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is a really good card, but definitely with the Ten of Wands, this could represent extra responsibilities. And something I think people forget about the Emperor is that it can be a card of control. And so he is kind of maybe trying to control a situation. Or this could represent a controlling energy that you have been dealing with, even if you have left a situation. It's sometimes I think we leave a relationship, and really maybe it was our mindset that was holding us back the whole entire time. But it's if you leave a relationship and you haven't changed your mindset, it's still your mindset that is in control, right? And that's just one example. I'm not saying it was your mindset, but the first row to me is saying that there's something that has been controlling you, and it could be anything. And it's the change in the environment isn't what's going to change the situation. It's you are the one that is going to change. And I feel like that's what this is saying. With the Five of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, keep moving forward. Sometimes I feel with the Knight of Swords that he gets to a certain point in the reading, and then he's kind of going back to the past. So you could be being presented with new love at this time, for example. But you could be nervous, and the Knight of Swords says, like, don't run away from something new that could be entering into your life, right? Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Reflect card and this Manifest card. So could be a manifestation for sure that's coming in for you. Something that you've been thinking about or reflecting upon as well. I think that a really good exercise, here's one thing I want to say to you as well, is I always get stepping stone energy. I just realized it, and I haven't noticed that, I haven't really realized this in your readings before, Taurus, but what I would say is I definitely get this stepping stone energy. You have the Two of Pentacles, to me, which can be a stepping stone card. I think that you need to look at and reflect upon the things that you've been working on, the experiences you've had, and look at those things as stepping stones. They're not taking you farther away from what you want. They are leading you to what you want. So there's no doubt about it that you've had some difficulties with that first row. It's kind of funny because I feel like that first row as well is talking about like years of time. I think it's talking about many years into the past, and we are at the end of the retrograde. You might be watching this after the retrograde as well, if you're watching it the week of the 26th, but I kind of feel like maybe at the end of the retrograde, if you think back to last week, if you're watching it, this week, then I would say that this is kind of saying took some time to reflect on years of stuff. You do have the Tower. The Tower's come up like 100 times already this week, so global Tower moment. Literally every single mid-monthly reading had the Tower in it for this month, so there could be some sort of global Tower moment. Really wouldn't surprise me. But I would also say that the Tower could just represent a change in reality. I always say that the Tower is about changing your reality, and I think that's what needs to happen here. It's almost like you've been, I almost feel like saying that you've been looking at the symptom and not the disease. It's like I said earlier, maybe you thought it was the relationship that was causing problems in your life, but really there's, some sort of mindset issue or something else that you are correcting. And again, I'm not even worried about it because the rest of the reading is amazing, and I feel like you are correcting, or maybe you're becoming enlightened to what the actual issue is, or what is causing the problem. The Tower is a shock to the system, but again, it always brings us down to reality so we can see reality for what it actually is. You have the Queen of Cups. You get the Queen of Cups in every single reading that I do for you, so it doesn't really surprise me. Queen of Cups is all about following your heart, and I think it's an amazing time for Taurus to think about what their heart wants and to follow their heart. And the Queen of Cups really values her heart above all else. What her heart tells her to do is what she does. And even if she has a difficult decision to make, Two of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles can be juggling, going back and forth, all that other good stuff. But the Two of Pentacles can also be this or that thinking, and it can kind of be swirling thoughts, having a lot of different thoughts. The good news is that you have the Eight of Pentacles right next to it, which tells me that you are going to follow your heart. You're going to listen to what your heart is saying. You also have the Knight of Cups. Could be a Knight in Shining Armor. Again, I would be, especially for those of you that are looking for love, and again, if you had like a controlling experience in the past, or if you had an experience where you felt like you lost yourself, or any of those types of things, then I feel this energy here is saying, this would be something that would be worth investigating, and it would be something that would be worth giving a little bit of time to. So again, as I always say, I think we should start slow and not like over-invest with a person right away. And I don't think you have to give this person, if you're meeting a new person, like an over-investment, but I do feel it's saying it would be worth it for you to kind of like open back up to something new that really looks like it could be great. And this is something you've been waiting for as well. With the Tower, you have the Five of Pentacles. I think every single Earth sign is going to be, is kind of like dealing with issues of resourcefulness or resources. The Five of Pentacles is about not calling attention to your weaknesses. The Five of Pentacles wants us to double down on our strengths. But the Five of Pentacles is also about, kind of like having a plan, or, having an idea, having something you want to accomplish, but not having the resources to do it. The trick here is, again, to follow your heart and to do it anyway. And people always ask me, they say, you just said I didn't have the resources. How can I do it anyway? Well, how can you do it? That is the question. Where there's will, there's way, but also you don't have to go directly towards the goal. I always say, like, if you can work on something that's adjacent to your goal, or if you can do something that's related to your goal, eventually you will get there, right? And that's what this is saying. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Fool. take the leap of faith anyway, right? The Fool is about going on the whole entire Fool's journey. We go from the Fool to the world, and then we start all over again. You have the Fool to the world right here, so there's clearly, this is you working towards some sort of accomplishment. Whenever this happens in a reading, when I have the Fool right next to the world, this tells me that you're going to be accomplishing this much, much quicker than you think. So, again, I don't really have any good examples other than myself, so sorry that I'm going to talk about myself, but my channel years ago was stuck at like 40,000. People were blowing past me in numbers, and I could not break through that 40,000 kind of like subscriber limit. And and I didn't have resources, right, and all this other stuff, but I started taking those tiny little steps. And that's why I preach this stuff so much, especially with when the Fool shows up. It literally says, take the first step. And that's all I did. I didn't have the money or the resources or anything to build what I have now. So again, I think that for some of you, this is saying, do it anyway. Do the smallest thing you can. With the Knight of Cups, yes, I feel like you're going to feel resistance to a person that you meet. So again, it looks to me like you're meeting a new person in the near future, and I would give this a shot, even if you feel like you don't want to, but you do want love. Again, obviously, if you really don't want love, then this part of the message isn't for you. But if you kind of want love, or if you feel like you could, this looks really good, but there could be a little bit of resistance. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this serendipity card. It says bright new prospects are on the horizon. You have this earth card. It says utilize logic, reason, and common sense. So I definitely feel for some of you, this is about being your grounded self, right? And also listening to your inner voice. The Tower can be your inner truth because, again, it's about seeing reality for what it actually is. And that serendipity card says you have a lot of like lucky good things to look forward to here, Taurus. You have the Two of Pentacles, the World, and the Ten of Cups. The Two of Pentacles can represent juggling or kind of like spinning plates, doing too much at once. And I do feel for a lot of you that this is about you needing to make sure that you are doing focused work. The Eight of Pentacles right next to the Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card of diligence and hard work and putting the work into one thing. He is only working on those pentacles. He's not working on 900 things at once. So I do feel that kind of like focused attention is going to be very, very important. It's that, I have like major ADHD, so like I like to work on 900 things at once, but I do not recommend it, right? And the other thing is that when I exploded my channel, that was my main focus. I wanted to do a lot of other things, but I made it my focus. And then after that, I hired people and put people in the right places that now allow me to do like 900 things at once. So if you're like me and you want to do like a million things, it's like you have to build yourself up to the point where you can get the assistance or the help that you need to be able to do that. But, life has taught me definitely focused attention is where it's at. You have the World, which could be some sort of accomplishment. Again, I feel like you could be accomplishing something much, much quicker than you think. But, again, you're going to have to focus, put the work into that one thing, and really make it happen. I also do feel like travel here or something. So some of you could be traveling or moving. And if you are, this is good. I feel like saying yes to someone out there as well. So, somebody out there is asking, should I move? And the answer is yes. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It's happy home, happy family. But Ten of Cups is really like a blessing. And so I feel like there could be blessings coming in for you. Again, if you're looking for love, I feel that this could be a person, the Knight of Cups could be a person right here. And I feel like this person is very serious. The other thing I would say is that you have the King of Swords here, which would be like a very mature person or someone who's like older than you that's coming in for you. But I feel like I do get a very serious energy here. But what I mean by serious is like I feel like they like know what they want and that's what they want, right? They're not like juggling, playing games, all that other stuff. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. Maybe you need to take a break. Like I think assessment would be, it's an amazing time for assessing things for you, Taurus. Like look at the 900 different things that you're doing and really weigh it up. Are the 900 things that you're doing, are they working or not, right? And I would pay attention to the things that are actually working. With the World card, you have the Six of Pentacles, literally my card of planting that first seed and taking that first step. I always say, with the Six of Pentacles, that it is a card of 1% improvements. And, again, that's how I blew up this channel, even though I didn't have the resources to do it, right? So what is like the smallest, littlest thing you can do? What is the tiniest step that you can take, even if it's just research, right? It's like people say to me all the time, like, oh, I want to start this $1 billion company, but I don't have any money. I'm like, well, okay, start researching it, start learning about it. It's like once you put the wheels in motion, I am convinced that the universe moves out of the way and makes things happen, but you have to like get those wheels spinning. So I feel like the Six of Pentacles is about doing that. With the Ten of Cups, you have the King of Cups. Yeah, definitely could be a King of Cups type person that's coming in for you. I would say that it's probably someone very mature. The King of Cups would say it's someone who's very in touch with their emotions and someone who has explored their emotions to a deep level. Next, I almost went for the wrong card here. In the area of the good stuff, you have this Avoid Drama card. You actually have 3 cards. You have this Embrace Uncertainty and Stay in Integrity. Yes, the Tower. The Tower is kind of like a card of, again, revealing your inner truth and also reality. So it's like sometimes we have to embrace reality as it actually is, and that is how we stay in integrity. It's like people can say something isn't true all day long, but if it is true and you are the one that's expressing the truth, then you're the only one that is telling the truth, right? And so I kind of get that energy here. I think you definitely need to embrace uncertainty because the whole entire first row is very uncertain, right? We have that Cosmic Egg Hatching card. It says that you've been waiting for something for a long time to come through, but it's like you're uncertain whether or not you are going to get a result. The Eight of Pentacles, he is showing up in the good stuff, but again, he is uncertain on whether or not he is going to get the result he's been hoping for or not. So I feel for a lot of you, again, you could be hoping for a result, or you hoping and praying for a result, and you're hoping to get it. So that's kind of what I feel with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is also diligence. And I definitely got that at the beginning of the reading, that focused attention is really going to be where it's at for you, Taurus. Not working on 900 things at once, just like focused in on one thing. I feel like that is going to increase your finances. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. So I feel like there's definitely more money coming in because of the things that you're doing. I feel like your ideas are very fertile as well. So again, you might have 900 ideas, write them all down, right? Save them and work on one at a time. You have the Hierophant card, you showing up in a very strong position. Really, you couldn't ask for something better because whenever you show up as the Major Arcana version of yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength. And this is coming up in the area of the good stuff. So, again, obviously, this is going to be a good thing. You have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom and maturity. I kind of feel like you're becoming more mature, but I also feel you are clearly attracting a person into your life for those of you that want love. I do feel like it could be a little bit of a surprise as well with the Tower. Again, the Tower doesn't have to be a bad thing, as I always say, and it could just be a pleasant surprise. So there you go. Also, Tower with the World can just be a move. So like I said, someone out there is asking if they're going to move. And I would say definitely yes. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is usually holding on too tightly to something, but this would be stabilizing your finances. So again, with the Eight of Pentacles, definitely material success on the horizon, like more money coming in the near future. With the Hierophant, you have the High Priestess. These two are divine counterparts. So I look at the Hierophant and the High Priestess as better divine counterparts than the Emperor and the Empress. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be attracting like a spiritual union into your life. I feel like this could be coming in like between like the next 6 months, like the end of the year and the first 3 months of next year. So again, I don't think the universe wears a watch. Things happen when they're going to happen. With the King of Swords, yes, someone is charging into your life. This kind of changes things because the Knight of Wands would be a person who's charging into your life. And we have 3 knights at the bottom here. You also have the 3 knights that represent movement. So for a lot of you, I feel there's clearly a person that's like moving into your life. And if you don't want love, by the way, this could represent like someone who can help you. This could represent a person who is helping in your business or, anything like that. You have this Dark Woman card that says dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair, and you have this gavel that says involvement with the law. I'm getting a message that some of you, I don't think this is true for all of you, but I would be careful if you have a person in your life who's dealing with the law and asking for help, because it's like I don't think you would actually be helping them. So yeah, I would be careful of that. And the whole entire reading really says that you only have so much focus. 2 of Pentacles is spinning too many plates, having too much to do. 10 of Wands is too many burdens. This is a time for you to like funnel in, and you literally end with this funnel card, right? And I've been saying this whole entire reading, so I think it's time for you to like funnel your focus into one thing. You have this art, and if you have a person that's causing problems, just gonna steal your energy. You have this archway card. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So I would stay focused, and clearly there's a solid new opportunity, probably that you've been waiting for, or something. And look at how many archways. You have this card, you have this card right here has it like this archway on it as well. And so we could even say that this card is like a portal card. We could say that this card right here is a portal card. You have the world, which is a portal card. So you're clearly about to go through a change that's going to lead to something great. You have this frying pan card. It says trouble, accusations. A bunch of people have had this. We have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year. It's funny because I've been using this deck, the Tea Leaf Oracle, for about 2 years, or like maybe a little bit longer. And during Mars retrograde, this card always comes up. I would just ignore it. Mars retrograde is drama, drama, drama. So I would ignore it. You have this heart card. It says love, deep affection, and caring. Yes, I'm telling you right now, I feel for some of you, there could be something that's a little bit scary because you're like, oh my God, I have to open up to love again, and this person might hurt me and all this other stuff, but I would give it some time. It looks good. You have this funnel. It says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I think this is good frustration. When we're frustrated, we bounce back and forth and we funnel down and we become more specific if we're doing things the right way. And if you allow your frustrations to guide you towards success, I feel like that's what's happening here. But pretty interesting reading, Taurus. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.